time there is a ritual, and it is like our arti time. That's why you heard this noise. So yeah, bear with me, and Aarti is over. So now let's go, and we talk about models of teacher education. So what are the models, and what is use of this model? So if you want to if you want your teaching will effective, and your communication skills on point, and your in your teaching your student can relate with you. So it is important to understand what you teach. So there you need some philosophy and some models to enhance your teaching. So there you need models of teacher education. So it is helps teachers to grow highly turn and more varied professional stock, also reach a large number of students effectively, and create a uniform or varied instructional event guided by target subject, content, or process. Also understand the focus of curriculum better, and gains insight on why all the models don't work with all the students, and modifying existing methods of teaching and instructional delivery so that they can meet the needs of today's student. So there we have a lot of models. So first model is behavioristic model. So in behavioristic model, so we need to understand what is the behavior your student, and the way they behave. You need to understand if they are sad and they don't answer, and they are like arguing with you every time. So you need to understand what is this, and why they behave like this. So it is your responsibility, and it's your job to find out why they behave like this. So it is called behavioristic model, and behavior is a reaction of movement that an organization does in given situation. Also it is normally consists of what appears on the outside, and behavioristic claim that the learning can be conducted by noticing the behavior to a particular stimuli. Also the behavior can be changed by reinforcement, and you can change someone yani your students, your behavior, but you need first if you want to change your students behavior, you need to understand what is their behavior, and why they behave like this. So you need to understand. So you need to understanding what is basic concept of behavioristic model. So what is conditioning? So behavioristic approach says that learning take place through the conditioning occurs in way that organisms matches certain stimuli with certain reactions. It is also called classical conditioning. Classical conditioning gave by Ivan Pavlov, and it is an experiment on a dog. So we all know about and operant conditioning. So it is a learning process through in which strength of behavior is modified by reinforcement or punishment. So Skinner's operant conditioning. So you need to remember all the experiment on with whom, and on which animal they did this experiment. Okay, and what is organism? So it is like a general term organism instead of human or individual. The term organism signifies both people and animal. And what is reaction? So it is a SR theorist, and in this theory, reaction is behavior by an organism against the stimulus. And what is stimulus? So it is a composed of a change in internal and external stages that moves in organism, and behavioristic approach mainly deals with the external changes of state rather than internal changes. And what is reinforcement and punishment? So when you are teacher, you need to understand what is the importance of reinforcement, and how you can reinforce your students. So when I say reinforcement, so when my student will answer and they give wrong answer, so I have to tell him or her, yes, you are like your answer is like this, and you can try this, and you can ask another student, but you don't need to tell them you are stupid and तुम्हें इतना पता नहीं है और तुम्हें ऐसे पता होना चाहिए, ये सारी चीज़ें we can't call. Okay, so it is a part of reinforcement, and we can't use any punishment in any thing. Okay, and also we need to understand that in our education system, that punishment is offensive, and we can't use any offensive words or punishment towards student, so it is like illegal in our India. So you need to remember this also, and you can't yell on your student, and you can't तुम्हें इतना भी नहीं पता, पागल है, ये है, वो है, we can't tell your student, it is like a crime. So used to our teacher that way, and they behave like this way, and they are like you don't know anything, and you are stupid, and you don't know answer of this question, and how many times I taught you in school, and you don't know this thing also, this is very simple, and you are stupid, you are don't know anything. So this type of words you can't use. So it is important to understand, if you are working with a student and you are teacher, professor, so you need to be very careful with your student, and you can't give punishment to your student, so it is very offensive and it is illegal. So yeah, let's move further, and it is about a behavioristic model, and let's move further. We talk about Ivan Pavlov and what he did in his experiment. So it is a conditioning operant experiment. So in that experiment, he did experiment on a dog, and he wants to convey us this message that what is the significance of that experiment. So when you are in school, and when that bell rings, your mind automatically start thinking that it's like a lunch break, and it's like a break for your आई फॉरगॉट दैट कि आपके जो स्कूल है उसका छूटने का टाइम है वो हो गया, एंड इट इज़ लंच टाइम. सो इट इज़ लाइक योर माइंड विल वर्क ऑन दिस पॉइंट, सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज़ एजुकेशनल इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट. सो यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस ऑल्सो. एंड जॉनसन J.B. Watson, so he was also behavioristic, and he work on behavior, he work on animals, and also he work on people, how they behave and why they behave like this. So in some condition and some terms, we need to understand why your student behave like this. If your student have any issues with their family, if their family have any problem, so your student behave this way, and you need to ask your student कि भाई आपको क्या हो रहा है, and what is reason behind your behavior, and why you behave like this. So you need to ask your student all of these things. Okay, and there we need to understand what is a competency based model. So when I say competency, so it is like I have mastery on that particular subject, and on a particular topic. So it is mastery on that topic or that subject. So it is called competency, and it is approach this will give you knowledge about how your student will work, and how they will think about your what you teaching your student, and they try to understand, and by their own self they try to recognize that topic, and they try to understand. So it is like a competency based model, and in this model you try to explain your student that this is this is your topic, and you need to mastery on this topic. And when I say that I will ask my student that master of this topic first. I have to all knowledge about that topic also. Then only I ask my student. So this is this goes like this. And in competency model, so there is no course or no module. Every individual has own skills. If I say my student that this Krishna is very intelligent and उनका जो स्कोर है एग्जाम में she did well in exam, so why you can't? So I can't compare my student with each other, and I can't tell हिम और हर कि भाई तुम्हारे नंबर्स इतने क्यों कम आ रहे. तो एवरी इंडिविजुअल हैव देयर माइंड एंड देयर ओन थिंकिंग वे. सो यू कांट कंपेयर योर स्टूडेंट एंड इट इज़ लाइक you are insulting them. So please don't do this. And our Indian teachers used to do that, and sadly we are doing this. So it is don't compare yourself, don't compare your student with other student, like they feel very inferior inside. So please don't do this. And if you are in a field of this education, please don't do this. So what are the characteristic of competency based model? So it is you have to focus on one topic, one thing, and you have to master of that topic. When I say that what is mastery, so I need to understand कि okay, I'm interested in literature. So I know what is literature and what are the area of literature, and how I will if someone is asking me that what is literature, and how you explain what is literature, and you have to give me example of literature and what kind of literature you have studied, and what are the areas of literature. So I have to answer all of these questions. So when I say I know about literature, so it is I have mastery of this. So when we say competency based model, so you have to gain this mastery over a topic, over a subject. So I think I am clearing this topic, and also I am clearing myself to you. And so there are advantages of competency based model. So participants will achieve competency required in the performance of their job. Also they get confident as they succeeding mastering specific competency. For example, I just want to give my example. When I started YouTube, and when I started to make videos online, so that time I don't know how to speak, and I'm very shy, and still I'm making mistakes, but I know the way I speaking right now, and earlier the way I used to speak. So there is a difference between this, and I can identify my mistakes, and now I can clearly say कि पहले की जो कृष्णा थी और वो जो ऑनलाइन बातें करती थी, and the way she speak, and right now the way she is speaking, so it is like this. And if you want to master anything, you have to practice, and by practice you can master on anything. So it is very difficult, and people will laugh on you, and please don't worry about people. So it is like this. So you have to achieve, and आपको कोई चीज़ जो है वो समझ में आ गई, तो यू फील वेरी प्राउड ऑफ योर सेल्फ. सो इट इज़ लाइक दिस व्हेन यू स्टार्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि ओके आई गेट दिस पॉइंट, एंड now I understand what is the concept, and what is about this. So it is when you start understanding what is this, and what is the point of this, so you automatically you will start getting confidence over yourself. So it is very useful technique. And what are the disadvantage? So teachers are mostly ill equipped to implement and competency based model unless they themselves were a product of it, and the lack of awareness about the need as well as the required to know. So these are the disadvantages And let's move further. Inquiry oriented model. You need to tell your student how to posing a question. So in our Indian education system, we are not tend to ask questions. If we ask, people are staring us, and they are why she or he is asking so many questions. But out of curiosity, we ask questions. So it is about asking questions and inquiry oriented model. So you can posing questions, problems and scenario. Inquiry based learning is often assisted with a facilitator rather than a lecturer. In this method, you teach your student how you can impose, or you can ask questions, and how you can put your problem to your teacher, and how you can do this. But first you teach them what kind of question you can ask to your student, sorry, your teacher and your professor, also your peers, and how you can google it, and these are criteria criteria of inquiry oriented model. So what are the characteristic of inquiry model? So it focuses on constructive ideas of teacher education knowledge, and generally built in a stepwise manner. In a group, the learning is much better. Teacher does not begin with a statement, rather with a question. And giving question to tackle is an effective method of instruction in many areas. Also, the topic, problems and methods are used to answer the problems that are determined by the student, and not the teachers. And what are the phases of inquiry oriented model? First is first phase is interaction. So you can interact with your student, material, peer, expert and media. And clarification, second phase is clarification. And third phase है वो questioning. So what are the advantages of inquiry oriented model? So it emphasis is on process of gathering and processing more information. Also, this approach involves some degrees of freedom that leads to initiative and divergent thinking. A deep sense of responsibility is developed when the learner are left to manage their own learning, and the facts and concepts that learners develop themselves become a part of permanent memories. And what are the disadvantages of this model? So this model requires total students engagement, but it is like it could be challenging for those students who do not think quickly or suffering from learning disability. So for them this is like a drawback. And this model will standardize and effectively limit the levels of achievements to those that have already been decided by the teachers. So it is about this, and let's move further. And this is second last topic, and we need to finish two more topics. So in service teacher education. So when I say in service teacher education, so it is like when you are working in school, or as a teacher, or as a professor. So it is called in service teacher education. So here we need to understand definition, and we need to understand what is in service teacher education. So M.B. Booch gave this definition. A former director of Department of Field Services, and defined in service teacher education as a program of activities aiming at the continuing growth of teachers and educational personnel in service, and can sum up the following significant component of the in-service teacher education program. So these are professional knowledge, skills, attitude towards profession, or code conduct or ethics or professional skills, and interest towards teaching profession, activities such as seminars, symposium, workshops, discussion, brainstorming. So these are you can use your in-service teacher education. Or also we need to understand what is nature of teacher education. So it is activities are based on real and specific problem of workers, and it involves all the personal in planning, and also it is an integral part of working program, and the time, the money, and etc. are provided by its proper functioning. And the activities of program are evaluated continuously and intelligently. Or what is the need of this in-service teacher education? To suggest remedies for inadequacies of an existing teacher training program, and to provide a chance to update teachers' knowledge in development of science and technology application. Also help to get improved understanding of pedagogical techniques and equitable teaching practices, practice new teaching techniques, and share the experience with other teachers, and to upgrade the knowledge of teacher techniques, and to provide an exposure to new techniques and development in IT sector. So these are the needs of in-service teacher education. And what is scope of in-service teacher education? So maintenance of familiarity with updated knowledge and subject matter. So when you work in a school or a college, so you have to need to improve your knowledge, and you need to understand what are your students needs. So it is very important to understand understand your students needs, and you have to update your knowledge. So increase the skills of participants. Also improvement attitude towards peer and in-service teacher education training takes place in groups. Also teacher develops common values and goals. And what are the purpose of in-service training education? To provide an adequate professional training, and to make teaching and learning effective. Also to keep teacher abreast to new development in curriculum, subject, and pedagogy. Also to develop the skills and attitude responsive to emerging national development goals and program. So this will help you. And what are the advantages of in-service teacher education? To staff members who are participating gets additional source of income, and providing additional source of revenue generated from teacher education institution in which in-service teacher education programs are based. Also greater degrees of opportunity for increasing the number of trained and qualified teacher at all levels of education. And what are the disadvantage of this in-service teacher education? So in-service teacher education program is an expensive, and most of participants are self-sponsored, and a time factor is a major constraint, and designated hours for lectures and examination are inadequate. So there you need more time, and if you are working and you have your job, so other than this you can do, and this requires a lot of time, energy, and your money also. So it is very expensive in India. So if a government will sponsor, and they will give you sponsorship of this program, so this will help you. So these are the disadvantages of in-service teacher training. So let's move further in organization and modes of in-service teachers. So there are seminars. So seminar is a common device to impart information regarding specific topic, to develop higher cognitive abilities, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, and observation, and to develop cooperation and toleration among the participants. Also workshop. So in workshop, what we'll do, so it is like 10 to 15% having shared problems in order to develop the psychomotor aspect of the teacher regarding practices and innovation in the area of education. So seminar and panel discussion. So there are people who get together and they talk about one topic, and there are students, and there are people who ask them questions, and they are giving solutions, and their communication go in two ways. So it is panel discussion and symposium. So it is a instructional technique. It is meeting of person to discuss a problem or a theme in which views are presented in a sequence. Also conference. So what you understand by conference. So conference is a meeting of individual called together to engage in discussion with the aim of accomplishing a limited task in a limited time. So you need to understand what is conference. When we say conference, so in that time period we have to finish that conference, and we have to discuss about that. They give us some topic, and they will assign you some topic about you are going to talk about. So it is about conference. And refreshers course. So what is so these like professional growth for teacher, and they can help in updating the knowledge and experience of teacher. And what is obtaining training. So it is like it provides adequate knowledge, skills, values to teach to teachers with a view to improving their styles of teaching. So it is orientation training. And what are the agencies and institution in service teacher education? So agencies at district level. So DIET, SSA, and there are two agency. So what is DIET? So it is a district institution for educational training and district level educational institutes which has been established in each district of India by the government of India. And what are the objective of DIET? So to conduct effective training in pre-service and in-service training, including the latest development in the teaching learning process, to enable the teachers to aware and develop new techniques and strategy in education, and to give support to students and teachers for improving the quality of primary education. So these are the objectives, and what are the function of DIET? So it is like training and orientation of following target groups: elementary school teacher, both pre and in service, and headmasters, head of school officers, and educational department. Also development of locally relevant material, teaching aids, evaluation tools, etc., and to provide guidance and evaluation technique to ensure success for activity based education. And here we move further. SSA, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, is the government of India's flagship program for achievement of universalization of elementary education in time bound manner, and this is in accordance with 86th amendment of the constitution in India, making free and compulsory education the children of 6 to 14 year age group and a fundamental right. So it is about this, and you need to remember this also. These are district levels agency. And let's move further agencies at a state level. So SCERT, so State Council for Educational Research and Training. So you need to remember this full form. And it is a leading body responsible for quality education in state. and what this provide activity, workshop, training and programs, and what are the objective of SCRT to conduct teacher education courses as per national curriculum framework on teacher education, to conduct short term training programs for teacher and teacher educators development, also to conduct and promote educational research and surveys for qualitative improvement of school education and teacher education. And what are the functions? So to assist the government of state in formulating academic policies, planning of quality improvement of school and teachers education, to design pre-service and in-service teacher education courses as per guideline of NCTE from time to time, and to promote application of ICT in educational programs, and to impart in-service training to the teachers from pre-primary to higher secondary schools, and to prepare training aids for educational institutes. So it is like state levels institution, so it will work on schools, colleges, and also it will help you in research. And let's move further. RMSA, Rashtriya Madhyamik Shikshan Abhiyan, is the most recent initiative of government of India, and also to achieve the goals of universalization of secondary education, and it is aimed to expanding and improving the quality of secondary education from class to 8 to 10. 9 to 10. And what are the objective of RMSA? To establishing a secondary school within a radius of 5 kilometers, and providing necessary physical facilities, teaching and non-teaching staff for every secondary school, and to see that no student shall be deprived of secondary education because of gender disparity, socio-economic reasons, and disability, or any other reasons. And what are the functions of RMSA? So it is initiating and promoting dialogue with various stakeholders on quality issues and concerns related to secondary education under RMSA, and also strengthening ICT enabled secondary education for quality improvement in all curricular areas, promoting research study on quality aspect in secondary education, also strengthening coordination mechanism and collaborate with the different agencies at various levels, line within the NIE departments, SCERT and School Education Board, etc. and agency at a national level. So NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training. So it is an autonomous body financed by the government of India, and was established on 1st September 1961. And this council operates through the 6 constituent units, and they are NIs. NIE means National Institution of Education. For RCE, so what do you understand by RCE? So it is a Regional College of Education. And CIET, it means Central Institution of Educational Technology. And what are the objective of the NCERT? So organize a pre-service and in-service training of teachers and development, and disseminate innovative educational techniques and practices. Also act as a clearing house for ideas and information in matters related to school education. Act as a nodal agency for achieving goals and universalization of elementary education. And what are the function of NCERT? So develops curriculum, instructional material, methods of teaching, techniques of evaluation and teaching aids, kits and equipments, learning resources, etc. and organizes pre-service and in-service training of teachers, teacher educators and other educational personnel, conducts and promotes educational research and innovation. Also acts as a clearing house for ideas and information on all matters related to school education. And also we have to talk about NCTE. So it is a National Council for Teacher Education, and it was established in 1973. Also, it got independent constitutional status on 21st May 1973. So in this they include a program of action for in-service teacher education, and started taking shape from 1988, and currently it comprises approximately a total of 75 institutional including diets, CTs and IASEs. So what are the objectives of NCTE? So to work especially towards plan and coordinate development of teacher education, and to improve the standards and functioning of teacher educators. And what are the functions of NCT? So it is undertake surveys and studies relating to various aspects of teacher education, and publish the result, and coordinating and monitoring teacher education and its development in the country. Also developing a guideline for general teacher education program, and to review the process and progress of plan of teachers education, and submitting by central and state government, and to give approval to teacher educational institution, and to lay down norms for maintaining a standard of teacher education, and supervising the teachers education program, and providing financial assistance. And we move further. UGC University Grant Commission was established on 28 December 1953 in New Delhi, and it was given autonomy by Government of India in 1956. You need to remember also. And what are the objective of UGC? So you need to remember objectives and functions of every agencies. So in NTA exam they will ask you what is function of UGC, and what are the objectives. So they will put this एंड लाइक दे विल आस्क यू दिस थिंग कि आपको ये पूछेंगे कि भाई ये सारे जो है वो यूजीसी के फंक्शंस है कि नहीं है, एंड दे माइट लाइक कंफ्यूजिंग and you find it is confusing, but we don't have any choice, so you have to remember like this, and you have to understand, you need to remember like the chronicle order also of committees, and also you need to remember like so you need to focus on objectives and functions of every agency. So it provides recognition to university in India and distributes funds to such recognized universities and colleges. And what are the functions? So to upgrade the standard of education with regard to teachers education, and to provide awareness of new innovations and research in teacher education. So residential accommodation are also provided for the universities, and college teachers and research associates are appointed for the postdoctoral research studies, and grants are given by UGC to university teachers for conducting their own research. जो JRF होता है वो research के लिए ही होता है. So government also give them funds. Planning of in-service teacher education program. So in this what you need to understand, so there are steps. So first we need to put the purpose, formulating that purpose, and determine the course of action, and also duration, resources and budget. So these are the part of planning of in-service teacher education program. So yeah, let's move further, and this is the last topic of this unit, teaching as a profession. So first we need to understand what is profession. So teaching is a profession providing highly specialized intellectual services, and it is based on long specialized intellectual training, representing a high degree of creative thought, and contributing to the development of a wide range of research specialists. And we need to understand the concept of professional. When we say professional, so it is a generic sort of way referring to what is your trade and vocation. Profession is derived from word profiteer, means to profess. So you need to remember this also. This word is like profiteer, and it means to profess. And definition we need to understand. So this is very simple, so I will take only one definition, American language, and they say about Webster, a New World Dictionary of American Language. So their definition of profession is a vocation or occupation requiring advanced training in some liberal art or science, and usually involves mental rather than manual work, as a teaching, engineering, writing, etc. So what are the characteristic of profession? So it must satisfy an dispensary social need, and be based on well established and socially accepted scientific principle. Also it demands continuous in-service training of its members, and it must give evidence of needed skill which general public do not possess, skills that are partly native, and it must have developed a scientific technique that is a result of tested experiment, and it must have a sufficient self implement power to retain its members throughout the life, and it must not be used for a mere stepping stone to other occupation. And what is attribution? So it is competency. When we say I am a profession and I am in a teaching profession, so I have to this criteria. So it is a specialized knowledge and competency, honesty and integrity, accountability and self-regulation, and teaching as a profession. So when we say teaching as a profession, so you have to honest with your profession, and you have to be careful with your teaching or learning. So you can't you have to follow the ethics and everything. Okay. And professionalism in teaching. Credentials, inductions, authority and professional development, specialization and compensation and prestige. So it is all about this. And professional ethics for teacher. So ethics towards student, ethics towards parents, and how you can behave with your student, and you are you don't have to mean, and whatever you going through in your personal life, but when you are in your profession, you can't mix this. Your professional life is different and your personal life is different. When I say this, so I have to this. If I do have problem in my personal life, so it is my personal life. I am having a problem in my personal life, but when I am in school, I am in college, so I have to put my problem aside, and I have to behave in this manner. When I'm in school, or when I say I'm a teacher, so I have to behave like this. So it is ethics towards student and ethics towards parents. When parents goes and they behave they are very aggressive, and they tell you, okay, you are not good teacher, and my student will not do anything in your subject, and you don't teach well, and this type of thing. So you have to very polite with parents. So and you know how to deal with parents, students, and ethics towards society. So it is our responsibility to give them useful teaching learning, and student will use your teaching in so many things. So your teaching your teaching will reflect to the society, and they wait a minute. So they expecting more from teachers and professor, like society. They means society. So you have to be very careful, and ethics towards administration. Also factors affecting teachers development. So there are psychological factors: interest, intelligence, attitude, feelings, aptitude, mental health, ability, and biological factors yani maturity, physical health, self concept, proper sleep, and social factors, social expectations, cultural demand, achievements. And what is ICT integration? When I say ICT, so there I am giving information communication technology. And what is ICT? So you need to include ICT in your education, and you can use communication technology in your teaching. And you can enhance your teaching by using ICT education. And you can use this ICT. By ICT you can use TLM, you can use social media, videos, YouTube, charts, diagrams, and everything. You can show them Google and everything. So it is part of ICT. I don't have to explain you more about ICT. Quality enhancement of teacher education. So how you can enhance your teaching. So there are things you need to remember. There are developing professional teacher educators. So you have to mastery on your subject, your topic. So it is like competency and performance, and how you will perform in your class and outside your class. So it is very important, and it is very impactful. So it is performance is very important, and how you will conduct your class. And what are the quality of good teacher? So sufficient knowledge of a subject matter to be able to teach with a confidence, and knowledge and skill in range of appropriate and varied teaching methodology, and fluency in language of instruction, knowledge of sensitivity and interest in young learners, ability to reflect on teaching practices and children's responses. Also ability to modify teacher and teaching and learning approaches as a result of reflections. And interest in student as an individual, and sense of caring, responsibility for helping them learn, become a good people, and sense of compassion. And what are the innovation in teacher education? Something change and something new, what we call innovation. So there are so many colleges and schools. So they are doing very innovative courses. So I will give you this example: Master of Educational Technology, SNDT, University of Mumbai, MTech, Educational Technology by Kurukshetra University, and BSc in Teaching Technology in Sikkim Manipal University. So these are the example of initiative program university, and they are working on new things. And what are the aspects given by NCT, and what they think about how you can do this innovation in your field. So NCT they give this particular thing when you say school based teacher education practice based teacher education. Yani when you use practice in your B.Ed course, so it will help your student to understand what is the teaching and how you can learn about teaching, learning, and how you can use your teaching to improve their communication skill, your skill. So it is about all. And what are the barriers of innovation? So there are so many barriers. So many institutions are suffering from paucity of funds and physical facilities like infrastructure, laboratories, equipment, and manpower. And teacher educators are not able to imply innovation in their institution, as there is no support from management and administration. So these are the barriers to innovation, and pupil teachers are not having required aptitude as well as attitude to give a desirable output. Also, they enter the system just gave degrees. So these are the barriers to innovation. So in this live session, I have talked about teacher education, models of teacher education, in service teacher education, and teaching as a profession. So I'm done with this chapter for teacher education, and in next live session we'll talk about unit 5, and it is about curriculum study. So I'm ending this session here. Bye everyone, thank you so much, and study hard and work smart. Bye everyone, thank you so much. And yeah, we have left 15 days, and 15 days we have. So yeah, we have to focus on your studies, and we have to focus on our examination. Bye everyone, thank you so much, and we'll meet again. Thank you.